Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be comparing the Garmin R10, which I have over here, and I'm going to compare it to the Mevo Plus with the Pro Package. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set them in the at the range, and I'm going to put them side by side like this. And obviously, as you know, that it's going to be a little difficult to get the same line because they use the same technology and they sit right behind the ball. So I'm going to do my best to align them correctly and not to get them too close to each other, so that way they won't interfere. And I'm going to be checking some numbers. I'm going to use my 9 iron, my 7 iron, and my 5 iron, and I'm going to be checking for shot shape, distance, and other numbers that the both units offer. So stay tuned for the review. So I have the Garmin set there and the Mevo Plus there, and the balls are right there, and I try to align it to the drill stick right here, and then down to a flag back over there, which is in line with the drill stick. So I'm not sure how we can do this if they're going to interfere with each other because they're close to each other. All right, so let's go ahead and start and see what happens. Okay, so that's a little straight. Okay, so both units said that it went a little bit to the right, 3.2 and 2 degrees to the right. One said 115 carry and the other one 124. I would say it was probably more 124 in this case, so I would go with the Mevo Plus. Okay, this is pretty much straight. Okay, so this was probably my best shot. It was very flush, this shot. It was pretty straight. Both units were great at telling me the shot shape, I would say. One said 142, the other one 136. I'm not sure which one is right in this case because it felt like a really good shot, but maybe 142 is a little too much, I would say. So I will go maybe 136 like the Mevo. Okay, this was off the toe. Okay, so I didn't hit this well, and I think both units were really good at telling me that the ball speed drops when you don't hit it off the sweet spot. Like this one right here, you can see on the face impact it was off the toe. So a carry of 122 with the Mevo Plus and a carry of 124 with the R10. So I would say that was very impressive. Very, very good read on this one. Okay, this is to the right. Okay, so I hit this one to the right. The R10 gave me 15 yards to the right, and the Mevo Plus gave me 10 yards to the right. But obviously be careful here because it may be due to the alignment, but definitely reliable, I would say, both units. They both show that it went to the right. The distance is 114 on one and 112 on the other one, so very, very close on this one. Okay, perfect. This is left. Okay, so I pulled this left. The R10 gave me 24 yards to the left, while the Mevo Plus gave me only 8.2 yards to the left. But this could be due to the alignment. I noticed that the more I missed to the right or left, there was a bigger difference in the distance. Here, for instance, the distance is 132 carry and the Mevo Plus is 142 carry. So whenever you start missing to the right or left, you're going to notice more of a difference in the units. Alright, so now I have a 7 iron. Alright, this was straight. Straight to target. Okay, on this one, the R10 gave me 143 and the Mevo Plus 141. All the other information is very close, but I think we have to look at it in detail. But unfortunately, in my opinion, if you don't align them completely straight, it's going to be hard to do that because if one is aligned a little bit to the right, the other one is to the left, so you can't really look at club path and all the other stuff because it's not going to be accurate in my opinion. Okay, it was straight but a little heavy. Okay, so carry distance 152 with the R10 and 144 with the Mevo Plus. This one, the Mevo Plus say it went a little bit left, and the R10 said it was straight. This is due to alignment, I would say. The club speed 78 compared to 76.5. Ball speed 109 compared to 108.5. So very close. The ball speed is always going to be very accurate, I would say. I don't know how to do it, but very, very accurate. It's just that sometimes I think it depends on what type of ball you're hitting. Especially if you're hitting range balls, I think it's going to be a little more difficult to calculate everything. If you use like just premium balls, I think the calculations are going to be easier. Okay, so now I have a 5-iron. Okay, this is pretty good. It's very straight. Okay, so this was stroked pretty well. 172 carry on the R10 and 164 carry on the Mevo Plus. 82 miles an hour club speed on the R10 and 79 on the Mevo Plus. So I think the club speed is always a little more generous on the R10, I would say. Okay, this is a great shot. Slightly to the right, but very nice. All right, so this was a pretty good shot. 174 carry on the R10 and 168 carry on the Mevo Plus. Again, the club speed is a little higher on the R10, 81 compared to 78. So the carry is going to be a little higher if the club speed is higher. Ball speed 116.5.1 compared to 116, so that is definitely spot on. And the one thing that I was really impressed is on the accuracy of the shop shaping. Both units were really good. So even the R10, which costs less, I think I did a very good job as far as the shop shaping. Now again, all the other information is going to be very difficult to compare because of the alignment. But overall, I would say that the R10 is not a bad unit. Okay, so this is a pull left. Okay, so this was definitely a pull. The Mevo Plus say 22.5 left, and the R10 say 13 yards to the left. So I think it was more 22 yards left, but again, it could be due to the alignment. The club speed on this case, it was higher on the Mevo Plus than the R10. So sometimes I don't know how that happened, but in fact, the carry distance in this shot was basically the same, 160 compared to 161. All the numbers are going to depend, I think, on the alignment. All right, guys, so that was it for the review. Obviously, as you know, I have the Mevo Plus. I use it home for the past two years. So I just want to give you my opinion without trying to like prefer the Mevo Plus. I have to be honest, I was quite impressed with the R10, with the numbers. One of the things that I want to add, like I can see that was a little difficult for the R10, was the alignment. You have to physically look at the sight and align it. I found that to be a little difficult. And compared to the Mevo Plus, that you have the actual screen and you can just go out in the range or in your yard and put a drill stick and align it perfectly. With the R10, I didn't see an option like that, so you kind of have to just like kind of guess the line. So for me, I think that is quite important for me, because I think if you want to read your club path and everything, you have to align it very good. So other than that, I think the R10 was quite easy to get it started. I mean, you get your iPad, you turn it on, and it's going. With the Mevo Plus, obviously there is a bit more of a procedure, because you have to set the target, then make sure that you have the right conditions if you have the face impact location. But overall, I would say that the Garmin outdoors wasn't bad. The shop shaping seemed to work pretty good, apart from a few shots. I did a review previously on just the Garmin. Make sure to check that out if you're interested in seeing the shot shaping features. I was pretty happy with that. I'm not sure what happens when you go indoors, if there's an option from indoors to outdoors. I didn't see that in the Garmin options. I'm pretty curious to test it indoors, because outdoors was very good, I have to be honest. For that price, $500-600, I think you get a lot. I mean, the numbers there are pretty good. A few discrepancies just on the club speed, I think. Sometimes it was a little higher, but that was mostly when I started to hit a little more to the left or to the right. So as long as you hit a straight or a little draw, a little fade, then I think everything was fine with the units. And as soon as you start going a little bit left or right, then you start seeing some differences in the unit. So obviously, I can't tell you the Mevo Plus is more reliable than the Garmin. I would, based on my experience though, I would think that is a little more accurate, I would say. I use it in my backyard, and I've seen it compared to the course, and I know when it goes left, it goes left. When it goes right, it goes right. So comparing the two units, it might not be fair, but I think the Garmin did a very, very good job, I would say. I think they're two different products, depending on what you want, your budget. For me, if I want to set up something indoors with a nice simulator, I think I will probably spend more money on the Mevo Plus. But if you want something to just go out maybe in the backyard net, and just out in the range, then I think I would go for the Garmin. I mean, it's pretty reliable as far as that. But if you want something more complete, where you can add things later on as well with the Mevo Plus, you can do that, get upgrades. I think I would do that. I would prefer that. But to be honest, my conclusion is that the R10 is definitely not bad. Now, the one that I use is the latest version. It was purchased this year, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with the previous versions, if it's different or not. But the one I tested even on the past video is the 2023 version. So overall, I have to say it's a pretty good unit. Compared to the Mevo Plus, obviously there's a lot more features on the Mevo Plus, but it did do overall a good job, I would say. I will be doing other tests between the Garmin R10 and TrackMan, and between Mevo Plus and TrackMan. A lot of times it's difficult to do these tests because of the interference. They use the same line, the same technology, so it's kind of hard to get it precisely. I think in my test I did a good job. I think I lined it very good, and I didn't experience any interference between the Garmin and Mevo Plus. However, between the Mevo Plus and TrackMan, I did see some interference there. So I think with a unit like TrackMan, I don't know if you can do a side-by-side testing there. I will try it again, and I will try it indoors as well, because I'm very curious to try the Garmin indoors. I want to know if the distances are accurate, especially the driver. I'm quite curious with the driver, because I know a lot of times these units tend to give like a big number. So I'm curious to see that, and then maybe test some of the club path and other features on the Garmin R10. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Until next time.